Hey y'all, just wanted y'all to see my face in the daytime. I ain't make it to my place yet because I still got some time on my clock and I started getting hungry. It's hard to eat like early in the morning. I got up at like 4:20. I had the weirdest dream. I had a little baby in my arm and I was nursing the baby. I think it was my baby, but I woke up and I typed in what does the dream mean. It says it could be because you're nursing a new idea or a creative situation. And I said that must be somewhat true because I decided to start sleeping on the north side of the bed. And I listened to this guy named what's his name? Shit. Not David. Is it David Gregory? Dick Gregory. I listened to him. He passed away. May he rest in peace. But he was really smart. And he said, if you want your creative juices to start flowing, sleep to the north. Because the way the equator's electromagnetic pulse pulls, it pulls to the north. And your body is made of electromagnetic. You know what I'm saying? So it says it relieves a lot of like pressure on the body, and it helps with like blood pressure. It helps you to sleep better. I was like, let me try it. And that could be a correlation to why I had that dream. But that was pretty interesting. And also, like, people of the old times, they understood the connection between the universe and our bodies. So they had a lot of ways to heal naturally that we don't have here because they stifle it with tall buildings. So you never really get to see the real sky. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that we're being robbed of. And, you know, they had to get rid of these holistic doctors like Dr. Sebi because they don't want us to know how to heal ourselves. They want us to take the pharmaceutical drugs. Anyways, I'm heading to my account. But one of the things, the reason why I picked this account was, one, I wanted some place that was stationary because I'm just tired of running around OTR. So when this account was presented to me, even though I knew touch freight was going to be hard, I knew it was going to be a way for me to transition out of OTR without having to actually leave this company to try to work with a new company. So I don't plan to stay in this account for a long time, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to get from one part of your life to another. You know what I'm saying? It's called, in law of attraction, it's called take the path of least resistance. So I notice when I manifest something and I start saying, hey, I want this to I want this to work for me, doors and opportunities just start opening up. I even asked this company, I said, hey, do y'all have any load planner positions that I could apply for? Because they make pretty good money. And they was like, no, we don't have any openings right now, but just keep checking. But that's how law of attraction works. You don't mostly say what you don't want, you say mostly what you want. Because when you say what you don't want, that's what ends up coming. Because the universe hears you saying, I don't want this, I don't like this. So I try my best to always say what I do want versus what I don't want. And what I do want is a life balance of being able to get home, do what I need to do, and not be in the truck 24/7. So this account was going to allow me to be in the same city, you know, look around. I'm not going to tell you what city I'm in, but I'm in Texas. That's the state I'm in. I'm in Texas. It's hot as fuck here. Hot. I'm surprised I ain't turned dark skin. I wear a lot of suntan lotion, but it makes me sweaty. So that don't help when I'm unloading a trailer with all this suntan lotion. You know what I'm saying? But even though you're black, you gotta wear sunscreen because them UV rays give you skin cancer. I'm just eating me some salmon and rice before I head there because I need my protein. I did a little bit of my weights over the weekend, trying to keep my energy level up, but I didn't even have a whole lot of time to do my past schoolwork. I got some quizzes that's due. Can only take one day at a time. One day at a time. But yeah, child. This state offers a lot of trucking jobs, so I called 2 places today, but one of the places got a inward facing camera. The ones that watch you in the we're not finna do that. We're not doing that. I'll stay unloading trailers for now. I don't want nobody watching me 24/7. If it's like a shuttle work where you just like literally staying in the same city, then I don't mind the camera, because I'm not like living or doing things like a truck being in the house. But if it's like where you sending me like 250 miles a day or something like that, and then you want to watch me, a lot of these trucking companies are doing that now. That's another reason why I want to get out of trucking. It's just becoming way too, what's that word? Not technical, but all this bureaucracy. I don't got time for it. I use my little bin over here. That's my little sink. You know, when I got time later on, I'll wash my dishes. But yeah, I just wanted to say hello. Come back on here. Shout out to all my subscribers. Love you guys. Thank y'all for all y'all advice. I do take heed. I'm not that hard-headed, but when I have my mind made up to something on how I want to do things, I just be doing it my way, you know. Scorpio. Fixed sign. Fixed sign means we're stubborn, okay? When we get something in our head, if it sounds good to us, we just gonna roll with it until we get a better idea. But I don't have regret. I just feel a little annoyed, if that makes sense. But there's some pros to me doing this semi-local run, so that's why I'm willing to do the hard work. I got me a little purple lipstick today, but oh, it's not coming on. Yeah, child. Just do what you gotta do. That's how life is. You know, you gotta roll with the punches. Everything ain't gonna be the red carpet. You know what I'm saying? And I put this lip gloss. This is also purple. But yeah, it got some pros to this account. It's not the worst, because you know I do get to get back in town every day. Most days. Maybe one day I might have to stay out if my clock run out, but most days I get back on time. And you know, I'm right by the terminal. They got facilities and stuff like that until I find my apartment. So I'm not like, on a scale from 1 to 10 with this account, I will say it offers a 6.5. When I was OTR, I was way more stressed out. It was like at least when I was OTR, I didn't feel the stress of the physical labor, but it was kind of putting a lot of mental stress, because one, I never knew how much my miles was going to be. It wasn't a dedicated account. So if 1 week I didn't do good because of something, I got held up or it wasn't enough miles, I never knew how fluid my check would be. With this account, at least I know I'm going to be running 5 days straight, so every week is going to be a similar check, you know, and actually going to be making more this week on this check than I made on a lot of my OTR runs. Because when I saw that, I was like, oh, because they pay you $75 to unload and $25 for stop pay, so that includes with your miles, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, so it's not like horrible, it's just that it's annoying that it's so fucking hot. The heat, when I get there, I'm moving, you know, I put my hair up in a bun and I get to work. And a lot of them don't be wanting to put the fan right next to the trailer. They're like, oh, we don't want it to get in the way. I'm like, at least just let it get a little bit of air in the fucking trailer. It's literally like 150 degrees in them trailers. So that's what it makes me flush. And then I start slowing down after like the 7th pallet. I'm like, and it's not even that I'm tired. It's not even that my muscles hurt. It's that it's too hot. You need oxygen. You need oxygen to be able to function. And I don't know how these stores are just brain dead like that. Some of the guys or whoever's there, they help me, because as soon as I pull it off the trailer, they take it to wherever they got to take it. I don't have to like move it throughout the whole back store. But once you go in that trailer, it's like that's the only part I don't like. Everything else I could work with. But anyways, let me just get off of here and stop complaining. Love you guys. Bye.